Rise, arise, drawn forth from blood. I bid you aid me.
Hello everybody again, this is Avenge, and we're going right back into Divinity Original Sin here. So in the last episode, well, we did our character creation, and we just killed some undead that source, or we'll consume as sorcerers, came out from a dungeon. So in this episode, we're going to explore said dungeon, and be able to showcase you guys a bit more of the game. From how little of it we got from last episode. So, alright, so right where we let off, this is where we're going, right into this little dungeon. This dungeon you can consider as basically a little intro dungeon into what the game has to offer. You don't have to do this, but I always find that it's a nice little small helpful thing to go into. So make use of it as you will. So, just kind of can explore a little bit. Always a lot of things. Mainly bone piles. Bones. Food. Doesn't matter which. It's just all loot. Oh, nice little chest, see? Loot right there. But, can't break it. So we're gonna break it for it. How good! Alright, and we got Midnight Oil Scroll. Alright. Now, Midnight Oil Scroll is kind of interesting, because it's one of those it's a scroll where you can literally cast oil on the ground, and if you have some fire spells, you can ignite it onto enemies, or yourself if you have healing and affinity, which is possible. It's possible. But it's really useful just for its slowing effect. So, it's a really nice spell. We'll get some more use into it a little later. Another thing right there, we can drag objects if they are not too heavy. So I can control and boop, and then I can move this and boop. We have a little entryway into the other side that was blocked before. But first, I want to take a little look into washboard. Alright. Interesting. Alright. Oh, alright. So, exploring. Nice.
Careful. There's a mine in the middle of our path.
Someone must have an interest in protecting whatever's kept here.
See, there's the mine right there. So there's a few ways to disarm mines in this game. We'll learn the other way of doing it, but one way is to have objects thrown onto the mine to trigger it. But we'll get more into what the other way of doing it a little bit later into this dungeon. So, I'm just gonna... And each mine kind of has their own effect. This one is an explosion mine, so just throw this here. Boom! It makes fiery destruction. Fiery destruction, boys. Oh, a log. Alright, could make use of that. And if you stand in the fire, well, you have a chance of burning and taking damage. So not really a good idea to do, if you can help it. Oh, another little chest here. But it's... Oh, locked. Should be a key. So, and see, there's a key. And then they can open said door. See? And got some knockdown arrows. So if I had a ranger, that would be really useful. However, I don't really have a ranger, so not much I can really use with it. However, you can still sell items that your characters really don't use, which we'll get into more in the barding system once we do get into it.
I've always heard there's typically more to a king's tomb than meets the eye.
Oh,
It
we have
could
a
be
little
a
tomb.
myth, or
yeah,
it could be our lucky day.
Good to know. Yeah, but they always kind of banter in the game. So... Oh, look! We got a nice little reading book to read. There are books in this game that help you learn more about the story of this game or the background, and things that kind of just help you out in general. So finding books is really nice to do. Ooh, a nice little mushroom. Can be useful later in crafting. And you can craft quite a bit of things in this game. But let's take a little look at that note. Alright, so it's from a Gravekeeper. Gravekeeper Ragequinn. That's quite a name. Tend the graves in the antechamber before moving into the inner rooms. To proceed, stand very close to him, press door, and press the button that appears on the right-hand side. Oh, so telling a little bit about a secret. Oh, but let's take a look at that book we found. The Adventurer's Field Guide, Volume 6. Oh, okay. Oh, and it's about crafting. Alright. So, Adventurer's Field Guide. Some craftsmen can literally work magic by gluing two simple sticks together. I guess it requires some real experience and some good luck. Too often I've found their failures in the trash barrel outside. Huh. That doesn't really sound magical, but I'll keep it to you. To say it's very magical. Alright, let's take a little look around this dungeon, shall we? Oh, another chest. Find a lockpick? Oh, there's some lockpicks. Yeah, and also in this game, lockpicks are really important, because there's a lot of chests in this game that are can't be opened unless you can find lockpicks. And this is why I picked a rogue. So I can use these lockpicks on more advanced chests, which usually contains the better loots. This one just had gold in it, though, so, life moves on. Nothing in that one, and nothing in that one. I don't see anything over there. So let's kind of try to find this little wall doorway that this Gravekeeper was mentioning about. Maybe somewhere over here. Oh yeah, maybe like that.
Well, what's this
go.
I've spotted?
All right. So yeah, perception is really important for secrets. However, I have increased my perception for secrets and traps, mainly traps though, with that talent that I picked up from my Shadow Blade. So we can find these things a lot easier. However, if you want to find things more advanced, you really do need to level up your perception quite a bit if you don't have this. Alright, so we got a nice little door we need to knock down, so I'm gonna let my knight
We
get a
made
nice
short work of that door, but I don't imagine our weapons would survive such use for long.
True. Bashing through every entrance we find is bound to affect our gear's durability.
It is true, there is durability in this game, which is a constant thing you really do need to keep in mind with your gear. There are ways to fix it. Also, like this thing says, you can quick save with F5, quick aid with quick load. I really don't use that. I use just the base save system for each game. So, not really too important to worry about. Oh, another rain scroll. I was wondering where I would find another rain scroll. Alright, got another rain scroll, guys. So, we can make use of it by getting rid of this fire. Now, there's two ways. So, you can throw this water bottle. But you can see I don't have enough strength. So, let's, and she doesn't really have enough strength. No one has enough strength. So, a few ways to do this is you can break the barrel. Okay. Or we could do the rain spell we got. So, and this kind of can show you what scrolls are kind of like. We have a few ourselves. One the most important, which is a resurrection scroll, which you will be using these a lot if you really don't die a lot, which does happen in this game if you want to actually keep your characters. Another one, we got a blind scroll in this role, which 100 chance of blind, really useful for melee people or very painful people. But we're going to use the rain scroll, and you can see that this has a really humongous AoE. You can press escape to cancel the spell. However, I want to get a little more. Yeah, there we go. See a little bit more, so you can kind of see the range of said spell. And rain spell. Do a nice little wave and I have summoned the rain! Which also has a little effect of it increases your fire resistance. However, lightning and ice you're really painfully weak against because you're wet. And that does come into feature in this game, those kind of elemental effects, because it does have weather in this game. So you really do need to pay attention to those kind of effects, because that could kick you in the ass with it. But because there was only a rain spell that lasts only 5 turns in this game, but in combat that lasts so long in combat, so you gotta really be careful with what you're going against. Oh, shit. Weren't supposed to see that. My bad. Still getting used to my new keyboard. Alright. Oh, got a got a little chest over there. Nothing in the skeleton. Oh, got a key for the chest.
Hold! Our enemies have landed trap.
And that's another explosive. But you can see there's a disarm kit, which is the second form of getting rid of traps that you can do. And if you are a rogue, you really have good trap disarming. Because this, if you're not good enough, can still blow up in your face. If you aren't already. Oh, we got a wildfire scroll there from that chest. Which gives haste to a target, and you get warm. Haste, really great spell in this game. Even in D&D's, haste was an amazing spell. Gave you double move. So basically, if you had a 30 thing, you became a 60. Had extra stats. In this game, you get increases your AP, which is your ability points, by 4. You start with 4 extra AP points because of your maximum increase, and you recover AP points much more, and gives you movement speed like haste does in D&D. Really good spell. Lasts for, I believe, 3 turns usually, maybe 4. I will probably use this in a very important encounter for my rogue, because that is really important. I'm not sure when I'll use the Midnight Scroll. And that's just the nice thing about the scrolls. You do not need the infinity to be able to be a caster to cast said scrolls, which is so good. So good in this game. I'm just gonna move around things here, because there's a lot of things, guys. Alright, so let's continue on, shall we? Cleaned out the fire here, and got a nice little haste effect. See? This game is being so kind already. And we got a fireball scroll here, which is very useful for the next mechanic here. So you kind of see here, and once I get closer, the game will tell us that you can cast fire onto poison areas to explode them. However, sometimes that might not be enough, because usually poison spews out from things in the center. So even though you cast it out thinking you could get rid of it, the poison may just come back. So hit or miss here, guys. Though this time it just is using it as a demonstration. However, let's cast said fireball spell as a demonstration of explosion. Because explosions are always fantastic. So let's explode! And it leaves some burning trail fire on the ground. So be careful of that. Oh, didn't want to move that. Ooh, some arrowheads. But it does fade, as you can see. This one didn't have a trap. So, ooh! Some nice little thing to sell there. Oh, mouse side. Metal door key. Alright. So we can open a door. Somewhere over here. In this dungeon. Oh, is that a fishing pole? Yeah, it is a fishing pole. Hey, come back here, fishing pole. There we go. I'm not sure what we'll make use of a fishing pole, but we have a fishing pole. Oh, this might be the door they're talking about. Yeah, alright. Ooh, lockpicks. I always want more lockpicks. They're expensive to find once we actually get into a town. So finding any free lockpicks is a blessing to me. Can do some fun things with them. And here is what I'm talking about. These traps you will see so much more often in this game. So you could cast a fireball spell. However, if you see these things, usually that just means that they're gonna come back up with the vengeance. So you usually want to cover it with something, so that they don't spread, like this explanation is insane. So by doing that, just hit, and it's covered. You can safely walk across it. And there should be another one right over here. See? Right there. If you cast a fireball still there, that would just explode, and basically you would really get nothing out of it, because it would just pop back up with a vengeance. Ooh, apple. Apples. Apple a day for the doctor away. Oh, nails and little weapon, possibly. I'll send to Scarlet. Oh, and some hide. Alright, let's see what was over here. Ooh, a chest. Alright. Oh, it's unlocked. Brilliant. Ooh, fortify spell. Oh, I love fortify spells. I'm gonna give this to Scarlet. I absolutely adore fortify spells. These are that is an earthen magic. I'm gonna try to see if I can get a mage.
The last thing we need is to surprise another angry summoner.
I'm gonna try to get into earth magic. Earth magic, it's all about the buffs in this game. Really, really good to find such a thing is earth magic. Really great stuff. Also, you really do need to... So we're gonna try the sneaking thing, which kind of changes based on your environment. Because it's really stony, we have rocks. Oh, and there's a nice little scroll here. Another fireball scroll. Oh, I thought these guys would talk. Well, so this is another example of the oil scroll, midnight oil. Because these guys are in oil. And also they're undead. I hate undead. So let's make their day a little bit more fiery, shall we? Haku! And explosion. And instant end of combat. Because fire for undead is god-awful for them. They hate it. See, I cremated them. They're nothing but ashes now. See? Now I'm a bush. Oh, but only gold left over from that encounter. Not much use I can make of gold. Some crop saps. Yeah, all these little ingredients will come in use later on in this game. There is a crafting system in this game. It is not a bad system. And you do need levels into it to actually be a really efficient crafter. However, we seem to have a little puzzle going on here. To activate the... There we go. Now we can safely walk through this. Nice and simple, like. Nice little puzzle. And now, items galore for you guys, which is one of the main reasons why I wanted to come here. Is one, this hammer is very useful for blacksmithing. Very good, important item. Got a few arrow shafts for if you have some rangers, if you want to do some crafting. Also important. And a cooking pot for, well, food cooking, basically. And an intelligence potion. Now, if I had any magi, and I technically do with my Shadow Blade here, but I mean a true mage who actually casts a lot of spells, that int potion gives you a +2 to int. Really good for the duration it has. and that really does increase your stat damage of spells overall. So if you have a mage in your playthrough of this game, it is really nice. And now this is a very important point. So you kind of see these two are chained. You can unchain them, so this means they won't follow each other. See, my guy Fabinch isn't following, and Scarlet is doing on his own. However, for this puzzle, we need to separate them because, well, we need to make sure that they can get through this little puzzle here. Now, if I can just get through here. There we go. Alright, now, switch back to Scarlet, because you can see that door opens while we need to go through this door. And now they're back to being a party again. And don't forget to just click on their portraits, link them with each other, and you're good. Yep, like it says, reconnect. It's very important to reconnect so you don't lose your heroes. Yeah, we'll call them heroes in this game. And now we might be fighting a boss here. Yeah, we're definitely fighting a boss by now. Hello there, undead skeleton with a nice greatsword. Hi, how are you doing?
A living rat dares to disturb the slumber of the undead. A thieving fool insults the sanctity of the grave. The bloodstone. The Defiler. Where is it?
First off, you sound really angry. So who are you?
In life, I toil to care for these holy grounds. In death, I protect them from profaners and poachers. The legacy of Esau is mine to preserve. Her traitors are mine to destroy.
Well, I didn't mean a Treo's strange romance mentioning a stone. Is that the one you talk?
Strange indeed. Robbed indeed. Your tricks will not save you from retribution, deceiver. The bloodstone. Deliver it now, and I may deign to end you quickly.
I really don't know what this bloodstone you mean is. I mean,
I suppose you only crept along these sacred tombs for leisure? I suppose you have no lust to treasure the dead? Ha!
well, I did kind of steal all of that, so I kind of see what your point. I want to kind of leave. Can I leave? It would be nice if I can leave.
Run if you like, Defiler. Whichever way you take leads you to the grave.
And combat, boys and girls. So, first things first, I am going invisible. Gotta let my knight take care of them, the big boy, while I deal with the other small fry here. Alright. And so, we have a few abilities. Encourage, really nice ability. However, I'm going to battering ram this other guy. Oh, he didn't die. He almost died. Damn it. Alright, that's it for my turn. Oh, damn it, the attack opportunity didn't work. Damn. What? I keep seeming to go... Should have killed this archer. Uninvisible. See, I absorbed 16 with that and only took 6. That means shows you how much armor she's working with. Okay. Now let us deal with Ragequinn, which is the Gravekeeper, actually, from that note. Huh. The more you know about this game. Alright, I'm going to encourage my rogue, well, my Shadow Blade, which gives them a nice buff, and it also buffs me as well, which is always really nice, with some strength, dexterity, and intellect. It's a really nice offensive man of arms buff. It really helps in these encounters. So, first, I have another ability, which is literally called Razor Edge, which has a chance of stunning, which I would love to do. And I did stun, which really is nice. Two turns of stun. Really good ability. And lets me kind of do... Ooh, we're not... Oh.
Die! Never dies, fools. Death in 1,000 forms. Huzzah!
And now we fight his ghosts. Uh-huh. Ghosts never die. Undead into ghosts. As you can see, I have a sort of chance before still hitting her. Got 2 nice swings in. His turn. Oh, his weapon, it was a mage back in the day. Well, too bad you're dead. And that is combat! And off there, I say we call it an episode, guys. So, if you wanted me to do more of this during the original Sin, please like and favor those comments below, because I would love to continue playing this game. It's really nice. Also, take a look at this loot. Got some cloth, head ice, and aged leather, and some gold here. Nice, not bad, not bad. Nice starting little... If I can actually loot the gold. Alright, there we go. And that is gonna be it, folks. See you next time. Bye-bye.